The world as we know it is coming to an end. We are the protagonists of this horror movie on board an unstoppable high-speed train doomed for death. There is food and water on board, as limited as they are. Those who are less privileged, less fortunate, have long been discarded to their deaths, fed to raging fires and drowned in monstrous storms. This horror movie has yet to come to an end. But why are we not doing anything to slow this train or divert the path of this train away from impending disaster?
We caused this perfect disaster. The storms, floods, wildfires and more. We are the reason why the sea is filled with microplastic. And approximately USD $3 trillion has been lost due to natural disasters. And 50% of our primate species are at the brink of extinction. The worst has yet to come. We all have our solutions in our hand, but the general public isn't very keen on tackling such a huge problem. To worsen matters, our commonly known sustainable ideas aren't exactly foolproof. For example, circular economy has been promoted to be an industrial solution for both climate crises as well as marine-related problems. But if we remain fixated on an engineering perspective and fail to consider about the impracticality and the tremendous amount of greenhouse gases that's going to be emitted by the system, then this defeats the purposes. So what we want to achieve is to let people know that such issue existed, to identify both sides of the coin and to take proactive action against climate change and marine-related problems.
And this is exactly what Save the Animal card game is all about. A fun, enjoyable, portable and practical method to increase environmental literacy, to foster critical thinking in our communities, and to develop green habits, small, meaningful steps towards a more sustainable world. Now, let's learn how to play Save the Animal. First, deal 7 cards to each player. The players may look at their cards but keep it as a secret among themselves. Place the remaining cards or deck in the middle as a draw pile. Players are then required to accumulate 300 points to save an animal via mitigation card and or sport card. At the beginning of each round, every player must place 1 mitigation card at the center and then all of the sport cards and guilty cards in hand. If the player has a total of 12 cards in hand and has yet to receive any mitigation card, the player will have to dispose 5 cards in total. However, the player can only choose to discard the challenge cards and or sport cards. After that, then, the player may continue to draw from the deck. When a player puts down a mitigation card, they can be challenged by other players if they have a matching challenge card. There is no limit to the number of challenge cards that can be played against a player. However, the challenge player can also be helped by another player who possesses a help card. Only 1 help card can be executed at one time. Alternatively, the challenge player can play a blank card. The blank card and help card provides a platform for players to think of innovative and improvised sustainable solutions agreeable by all players. A successful usage of blank card will earn a player points or evade penalty from challenge cards. With every successful attempt of help card, an animal card will be rewarded automatically. In a similar method, once a player collects 300 points, they can exchange the 300 points for an animal card. A blank card has a higher priority than help card. If the challenge player has a blank card, no other players can play a help card. And if you draw a bribery card, place this card down instantly and miss a turn. The goal of the game is to collect a total of 3 animal cards. The first player to collect these 3 animal cards will win the game.
We are the product and the outcome of environmental education. And we know exactly how powerful education can be to move people towards taking more proactive actions against marine-related and climate change.
These amazing cards can be used everywhere, translated in multiple languages and made accessible to the global multicultural communities all over the world, in classrooms, colleges, education programs and others.
We want to inspire, motivate and challenge people to do something for our marine life and the world that we live in.
And not stay idle on board on this train of disaster.